I was definitely nervous, especially at the beginning there. The boys really helped me out for sure. You know, they were giving me some wise words in the locker room, just telling me to relax.
I think for the first few games you play in the NHL, you're pinching yourself and, you know, like, this is really cool.
Wide open. Ovechkin, what a remarkable save! Tremendous stop, Stuart Skinner!
You got to be very grateful all the time for being in the place that I'm in, but at the same time, it's a job. Like, it's work-based, and, you know, every single morning I get up and I got to go to work.
I mean, ever since I got drafted, it's been, you know, such an amazing experience to say that I grew up in Edmonton and now I get to wear the logo. It's pretty cool.
It's great that he has the opportunity to play for his hometown team, and I'm sure there's some added pressure that he feels with that. But, you know, I know he loves playing for this team, loves playing for this city.
Breaks loose to Minette. Backhander. Stuart Skinner.
To play in front of your hometown fans, especially in a city like Edmonton, where hockey's so meaningful, it's probably a really special thing for him, and I think he really enjoys it.
When I actually heard my name, I kind of looked around and I didn't even get up right away. I was kind of more shocked and just, was my name called? Like, am I supposed to go up now, kind of thing? So it was pretty cool.
So Stuart, for a guy who grew up in Edmonton, at what point did you start thinking, okay, I want to play hockey?
My earliest memory, I mean, is probably just playing Timbits hockey. I was a centerman, actually, so I was a forward for a good amount of time, and I was begging my parents to be a goalie. My family hated that idea, so they tried their hardest to convince me otherwise, but I always wanted to be in the net, always wanted to just stop the pucks, stop the balls, you know, anything to do with just keeping the puck out of the net was I just had the most fun.
At what point then, from, you know, being a little kid, throwing yourself into the net, did you kind of take your hockey to the next level?
When I started in junior, I think I had 2 pretty good seasons. After that, kind of fell apart a little bit, and I think that was a big part of just my mental game. Going through that type of adversity, especially in the first few years pro, going off, you know, I won a championship in Swift Current, so I was feeling really good, and I kind of get the question of like, oh, would you ever, you know, change anything? And, you know, did you wish you were in the NHL right away? And to be honest, I wouldn't change a single thing. I think it's really been good for me, not only for hockey, but I think just me as a person, I think has really helped me a lot.
Can you say dada?
Dada.
That's like the first time. He never said dada, ever.
What did you just say?
Mama.
Did you say dada?
Dada.
Great job.
Got a wife and a kid now, and so going through all those things also with them, you know, Chloe, myself, we've gone through a lot together, which has made our relationship a lot stronger. So all in all, it's helped me to grow up a little bit quicker than maybe if I would have gotten here quicker.
I wonder if you could expand to the point that you're comfortable with when you first sort of really hit adversity.
I think it probably started in my 3rd year in the Western Hockey League, where I was kind of I was struggling pretty well the whole year, and it was my draft year as well. I was playing with a lot of anxiety and a lot of fear, because you want to be drafted first round, and you want to be the first goalie. And fate actually had it that when I got traded to Swift Current, I actually met a sports psychologist. He's done wonders for me, so started working with him, started working on the mental side of the game, working on things besides hockey, actually, that ended up really helping me with hockey. Really started focusing on myself inwards and what's going on inside, and you know, working on the anxiety, working on the fear, and you know, all that fun stuff.
Pasternak, a slap pass and a diving save by Skinner.
I think this year has really, you know, he's taken another step, and just his mental preparation and his mental ability to bounce back or keep something going for a long stretch of time has been fantastic.
He has a real self-confidence about his personal game, and a real strong belief in what he can do.
And what a calm demeanor for Stuart Skinner. Certainly one of his best strengths, though, is that demeanor right there. The fact that he understands he needs to be mentally and physically prepared for the game, and what happens around him, he's pretty good at blocking it out.
Also in a goalie position, a lot of it's mental. You know, when you get scored on, you gotta, you know, find a way to reset and, you know, refocus on what's important and what your job is. So, and sometimes that's hard. A lot of the time it's hard, actually, if I'm gonna be honest.
He takes a lot of the burden and just one mistake here and there, and he goes out and says that was on me. And sometimes it's a good thing, but it's also you get that the guy cares about this and he wants to be the guy.
This guy has solved a massive problem for the Edmonton Oilers management, the way that he's played.
Matthias Ekholm is a neighbor of yours, so I
Yeah.
think you carpool to the airport quite a bit.
Yeah.
A veteran guy like that, what have you learned from him?
I've learned a lot from him. I've asked him a ton of questions, especially on the mental side of things. You know, dealing with certain distractions off the ice, on the ice, anything to do with kind of just trying to make myself better in any aspect and just try to pick his brain on honestly anything.
He's good about asking questions, and I've just tried to help him be calm and be confident in himself and that things are going to work out. And I think Stu has shown time in and time out for a long time now that he is our starter, and he is going to be a huge part of every bit of success we have.
That man, Stuart Skinner, has had an outstanding season.
Wants to give his team a chance to win each time he goes in between the pipes.
And he's a big reason why the Oilers are where they're at right now.
You dreamt of being in the National Hockey League, and you are. You dreamt of being an Edmonton Oiler, and now you are.
Yeah.
Do you allow yourself to dream of what it would be like to be an Edmonton Oiler and to be able to win the Stanley Cup?
Absolutely. I've been dreaming of that for a very long time, and to be honest, I still do. Sometimes you start falling asleep at night and you kind of just picture yourself wearing an Oiler logo and lifting the cup. It's a little extra special too, just for the fact that I got a bunch of friends here, got a bunch of family, right? So you'd be able to celebrate that, you know, right away instead of having to wait, go back home and kind of figure that whole plan out.
Sharing it with them.
That's kind of what it's all about too. It's not just for me. I mean, you got to win it, and I would be able to put Bo in the cup, and, you know, it'd be for him. You know, my family could finally touch the cup. I would never let them until I win it.